I'll let you guys walk in. I'm gonna close the door behind. I don't know why they always prop this door open.
How old is this building?
It's pretty one of the original ones. I'm not 100% sure, but this building is my personal favorite building.
I'm trying to drop the energy blast filter out in the
Yeah, take a moment.
Yeah, somebody try and burn something right there. Yeah, they did. That was not like that in September. Oh, I'm missing what you're saying. I got ahead of myself there.
She was picking up a
Female spirit.
female spirit, and I started to tap into it and ask it. I was seeing a frail,
Yeah,
kind of gangly.
yeah. Stringy hair.
Yes, longer because
Yeah.
they've all been short, and hers isn't. It's all mousy brown
Yeah.
and dirty. I mean, it's really
Dirty,
scraggly.
yeah.
And she's kind of runs around in here with it from place to place like she's a nervous wreck. You know, that kind of timid, scared energy. Yeah. You got
Not here to hurt you.
So there's a lot of these cribs throughout the facilities. They were pretty much just put in them because there were not enough staff to watch them. So they were left in cribs and they forgot how to walk. They were left in them for so long. The same stuff happened at Penhurst. Usually don't even go on that side. I always sit on this side just because it's more comfortable. But I did have a time where I went over there and I walked in there and the energy just felt different.
and then by the she's one of them that's been helping with that. I mean, really.
Just like a lot of cabinets. There's like a lot of cabinets and stuff in there. Like, I guess they just used it as
Yeah, the
storage.
female spirit is over here. She's one of the ones being helping whatever dark entities keeping the spirits here. She's very frightened.
So a few years ago, one of them times where I said I felt like I shouldn't do anything. I walked about halfway in there and it just felt heavy,
Yeah.
even with all the windows busted out. And I felt like there was an imaginary line on the ground, and I was being told, do not cross that line.
You notice Troy hasn't gone any further in there.
Yeah, I went maybe another 10 feet in was where it was. But this building is where I have gotten the most evidence.
Oh, yeah, we get a lot of activity here.
Yeah.
The nursing home at the old thing from like the thirties, the dress comes up the back here, white shoes, the whole thing, and she like walked straight up to the window. She does stuff for girls on both sides of beds. A lot of them are really mentally disabled. And they, as they were understaffed, all they could do was keep them in bed and try to keep them fed as best they could. I mean, a lot of them were, they couldn't let them get up because these girls could wonder whether they hurt each other or themselves. So we were getting strapped down and held like you felt.
What's that?
This is this building.
Oh, that's what it looked like then?
Yeah, there's the archway.
Oh, look at that.
And who's,
That's
Just,
an older.
you should be able to. That's a boy, I guess.
There's 3 rows of beds. And that, I mean, I'm sure they change configurations over time.
oh yeah.
I mean,
That's the other thing, when we pick up stuff, it's always from a certain point in time. Right? Like,
it could be
could
the other
many
side as well,
manifestations of different
possibly.
things, but it's always one
Because the
specific.
other side looks just like this side.
Well,
She was held here. That's why she's still here and she's being kept here.
I wonder if William Coon is the one that was the overall energy that holds. Because remember, I sensed a stout woman before, and that I felt was the source of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it probably is her, and I could feel her walking through here. But it was almost like residual energy. As I was walking, I could feel her walking, like she had a key going down her side. There's like this whole thing.
Yeah, so this- Is that one of the grates you saw? You're wondering what it was. I guess that's just a gigantic vent.
There's another woman back there. She just popped up and was looking at us. She has dark hair. She's older, taller. She has dark brown hair and short. So she was behind something, but there's, like in her mind, she popped up behind something to see us. She heard us. She's kind of tall. It's all women
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
it?
all women, yeah.
that we're seeing so far.
Well, there were men and
Uh-huh.
women in that room in the first building we were in.
Yeah, but in this one,
Yeah, this is all women, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's okay.
Oh my God. I've just got to sit down after that
Yeah.
one.
Afterwards, were you okay?
You guys just answered the biggest question I've had about this building.
Oh, yeah? Well,
I told Troy, well, I came here alone one night. And I'm sitting here and I actually got it on film. I had that bag sitting down here and I had this filming, but I was using the flashlights instead. For some reason, I don't know why I was using the red of the flashlights and not those. But I had a EM pump there, and I always sense something in that corner. Always. Every time I come in here. It's the one thing I say, I always feel something in this room. Every time I come in, it's in that corner. All the time.
Which one over there?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, she's definitely there. Did you know it's a her?
I did not know it was a her. I had asked before and I had gotten the name John, but anyway, I invited her up. I'm like, come up, talk to me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm by myself. I didn't bring nobody by myself.
I mean, she's very,
Yeah.
very shy. I don't know what the word is. Schizophrenic is the word that comes to mind, but she's very skinny.
Hmm.
And she's probably, she's tall for her.
And literally, so I was sitting here and I glanced against this wall for some reason. And I saw a figure, but it didn't register. I looked back that way and then I'm like, wait a minute. But I just said, and then I heard a noise back there and I said, come up, take the energy from the box and this and come talk. And it's like right when I got to that, I'm in the middle of saying, there's something right next, and I got to the end and it flipped something in my bag. That bag was sitting right here. And it just went boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And of course I'm like, by myself, I'm like, oh. But I still stayed in here another 50 minutes because it didn't feel negative. And it did what I asked. I asked it to come up. But in September, I came here with Austin and I put my music box on this table, aimed at the table on the corner, aimed at that one. And I felt her moving up, and the damn music box went off for like a solid minute.
Oh, she's still in here.
So
She's still
he has the one that goes 16 feet. The one I have only goes 5 or 6, so it's got much more range. But I never felt anything bad in here.
She's not bad.
I've asked it to throw something, and it has from that corner, and I got it on film.
She did throw something?
Yeah. And I've asked previously.
She's one of them that's held too, I think.
Yeah. Like I've never tried to move them on. I just try and talk to them. A lot of times I put my mini mag light flashlights up there, and they'll go on and off and on and off. One night I asked who did it, and real loud over the portal box it said Miss M. Miss M. I got that one. Miss M. And I said it just like a Miss M.
I think.
Yeah, here. And you'll see the flashlight for one.
Throw something. I know I've been in.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, something was just.
And look, the flashlight comes on.
Oh, yeah.
And after I do it.
How about that?
And it came from, you can't tell from this, but it came from that back
I
corner.
hope that wasn't thrown at me.
And I've sat in here for so long, never had nothing fall from the ceiling, because that's the first thing I'm thinking of. But man, that is some lucky timing. If something's falling from the ceiling. What's gonna fall? I mean, it's all empty. I have no
Being
idea.
watched by the other girl that's doing here.
Yeah, and she's just watching us too. Like she's just moving around a little bit, just kind of watching it.
She's
This-
right there on the other side.
This
of the
is the
door.
building I
Okay, so we
said.
have the one that was.
One over there is watching us, and she's watching us.
So
from over
this
there.
is the building I said I opened the door and I heard the conversation. And when I broke the cusp of the doorway out there to come in is when I stopped. If I held that door open and stood outside and listened, I could have listened to them.
Kept going on.
And it felt weird in here then. I don't know, it could have been my nerves, just hearing people talking.
Yeah.
But I thought I was walking into actual people in here.
Well, we can try to connect to her a little bit. If you want.
every time, like, if I'm with other people, she'll only usually come about halfway. But I'll feel when she comes halfway, and I'll just get this pressure, is what almost what I can describe it of, like and yeah, every time I come in this building, I always tell them that this is my favorite building. I'm kind of protective of this building.
So there are several young girls. They all seem very thin. So I don't know, suppose they haven't been fed well or what, but they're
Yeah.
thin. There's like 5 or 6 at least around the whole. I just kind of opened myself up to the building, and they're just in various places. They all know each other.
Are they all being held by the?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Does this thing forbid them from talking sometimes, or does it just?
It's not stopping them from letting you know they're here and
Right.
make noises and things.
Because there are times I've come in here and absolutely nothing happens. Like I always feel that, always. But not, it's almost like it's just stay back there. I've even put devices back there and they haven't gone off. And what's oddly funny is like every time I've investigated in here, all the stuff always seems to be from behind me. So one night I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do half the night this way and turn the chair and face myself this way. And then I started hearing noises behind me on that side. I can't win. I gotta have someone watching each way.
So I'm hearing a little bit of conversation that, so I'm gonna call the entity, the lady that worked, that's attached or connected to keeping people here. We'll call her Miss M.
Oh, that's Miss M?
And,
I did not think Miss M would wanna turn my flashlight, so.
well, it may not have been her, but Miss M is a name that the girls would have known. But, so as this woman walks through the building, oh, it's Miss M, Miss M. They had a nickname for her. So her last name would have been something else, or first name, but they call her Miss M.
What is that? What was
That's
that?
why they used Miss.
That name I gave you earlier, Martha Elliott.
It could be. And this woman's stout, like at least in the what I felt and sensed. But what I'm thinking happened, and what I was trying to sense and feel with why they're stuck here, I kind of put out there, why are you here? Why are you staying? And it's not like this horrible thing is just like clutching them and chaining them here. It's more of when they were alive and they had this bond and these girls were scared and there was only so much people could do with the lack of help they had, and there was nowhere else to send these people. I mean, this was the end of the line for them. And the people that worked here knew that. There was nowhere to send them. So they had to be here and they had to make the best of it. Miss M, when she would comfort, she's a stout, strong woman, and they all knew that. They knew they had to listen to her. A little bit of a fear, like that old stout, you'd see the women from the Depression era and all those that would be like an old nun kind of attitude that you would think. And there's a lot of energy. She just said to them at some point, something to the tune of, the girls are like, can we stay here? Are we safe? They wanted to be safe. They needed to be good or bad. They needed someone who they knew was would take care of them, watch out for them in certain ways, good or bad. I mean, abused people stick with abusive people sometimes. Miss M says to them, for as long as these buildings are here, you can stay here. I will stay here. We will stay here. And so until these buildings are gone, and at that point when the buildings are gone, it's all over. they will all cross over.
Hmm.
They could cross over now, I mean, but I don't think they want, I don't think
They
she
just
wants
say-
them to. And she's made a pact and a promise with these women, which is why they're so strongly. And the only way that Miss M could have done that, and some part of that she pulled from the woods, she pulled from that energy in the woods, whether she knew she was doing it or not. But she's this stout, man, she walks through here just like, you know, to the window, and she put on that whole facade because she knew that authority and rules meant control.
Hmm.
And especially with these girls that were here.
I'm getting bipolar.
Huh?
Bipolar.
Her?
The patients
Oh, yeah.
that came through pretty clear. Well, I mean, not that they would know what that is, but the equivalent of.
Back
like,
then they wouldn't,
yeah,
would they?
right.
It
But
could have been.
the same behavioral manifestations, because they weren't always manic.
No. And you just said that right when I got a vision of when one of the girls would go manic
Mm-hmm.
and be out of control, screaming, they
Yeah.
couldn't, they would take her away.
Yeah,
And the girls here were terrified of that.
Here, let me, here, I actually found it. Let me see.
You haven't turned the flashlight on in a while. Can you turn the flashlight on?
Hold on, before I do that, I cut this out of a longer video, and this flashlight hadn't gone on for like 30 damn minutes, and that's why I said, you ain't turned the flashlight on in a while.
You haven't turned the flashlight on in a while. Can you turn the flashlight on? Maybe.
Maybe.
well, that does.
There you are. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now that is when you know. Thank you. There's a female that said maybe. Happened at home.
I have heard a lot of female in here.
Yeah, that's,
Thank you very much for that. That is awesome.
you know, that explain all this whole
Awesome.
thing.
Who is the female that plays with the flashlight?
Guys,
Yeah, they weren't.
What's that?
Yeah, they were very thin.
Yeah.
It almost sounded like the same female's voice when I said, "Can you hold my hand?" And she said, "No, right now."
Not really.
yeah, earlier tonight I asked her, can you hold my hand? She said, not right now.
We are only trying to confirm who, for we cannot see you. Yeah, you. Why we have all of our little lights and toys and gadgets on. We see the flashlight going off, and we wanna.
I texted my friend as well.
Miss M.
Miss
Miss
M.
M.
A lot of the responses here are delayed. Like you ask a question, you won't get none for like a minute, sometimes two.
No, that's,
But
they don't trust anybody. They don't
Miss
trust outsiders.
M. And the reverbs because the portal has the reverb on it, so you can hear things a little more elongated.
She's still here. She's just really, she stays here.
Who? Miss M.
No, the skinny
In the
woman
back.
that's been in here, yeah,
In
in the
the
corner. Yeah, she, when we walked in, she just immediately. I
Can
mean,
you
she-
ask her if she remembers me? Because
She does. I was kind of checking into that.
I always talk to her. I always tell her to come up, and you know.
She's kind of curious because she doesn't know why you're interested. Like, why? You could tell her.
I mean, I always tell them, like, I just want to keep their story alive of the stuff that they went through here, and so they're never forgotten. And I know she's there, and it's very rare when I know where one of them is all the time, you know, like, every time.
So,
But
does it, I'm gonna talk to her just a second. Does it, does any of this matter to you? Do you care if people know you're here, like us? The confusing part is no one cared before, like when they were alive.
yeah,
No one cared that they were here. just the people that took care of him, brought food, and were you ever strapped down? And she's like, yeah, every night, by my wrists, to stay in bed. They didn't want us wandering around, because sometimes the girls would get up and try to get food and steal things.
Was she the one that flipped the thing in my bag when I was here by myself that time?
Was that you?
Oh, and was she trying to scare me by doing that, or was she just doing what I asked?
No, so what I see is, she's not talking, but I'm sensing her. She came over, when you did that, she knelt down and just kind of reached in. It was almost mischievous, and she was playing with what was in your bag and flipped it like
yeah.
that.
I didn't know, like, because I
She
was.
heard it, she giggled, she thought it was funny, because she actually made it happen.
Yeah,
And she watched you, and she kind of laughed because you reacted. She got a kick out of it.
yeah.
And then she, scampers away. But
And then,
it's almost like she feels she'll get in trouble if she does too much.
and then the very next time I came back, it was probably just a couple of weeks after I came back. It might have even been a week later, because I was with the ex then, and I was trying to be here more than there.
Yeah.
But I literally walked in the door like I did now, and I got to like right here, and I felt her up on me. And I had to like point and say, give me a second, let me sit up, let me get my stuff together. But that's the night where she threw the thing, but she did not come up to me that night.
Yeah, she's letting you know.
Like, I don't know if she was upset that I told her to hold on. Like, I almost felt like she was excited to see
No, I
me.
think she's happy. She's happy with you. She's more curious than anything.
Yeah.
And she had no people skills,
Yeah.
no skills with especially guys, because she spent most of her life, if not all of it, here.
Yeah.
Most of it. They were never allowed to be around guys.
Because I've always felt like comfortable in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time it was fine. People were just in bed and they were doing stuff and eating. Things were normal, but until one of the girls would go manic and act up, and then they would get in trouble. And then they were literally, I don't know. Did you guys get to go outside? So they did. But it was only with one of the staff. When the staff's available to take them outside and walk around, they could do that.